Hello and welcome to the Six Hockey Player Interview Series, where we get the chance to sit down with some recently drafted players from the OHL Priority Selection. A crazy couple of weeks. We saw a lot of players change the location they're going to be playing in. This is a very exciting time for a lot of these guys.
Oh, yes, indeed, Liam. It's very exciting. We got here today Zain Milne, drafted by the Saginaw Spirit. And Zain, how are you doing today?
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. I'm real excited and I'm looking forward to it.
It's a pleasure, man. We're excited to get to talk to you. Just right off the top, take us through the draft process before you got drafted, and then draft day. Take us through what that was like for you.
Yeah, so the Friday, obviously, I was just watching with my family, just sitting in the TV. A lot of my friends were drafted, so I was just congratulating them. And the next morning, obviously, woke up early and I couldn't sleep a lot that night, but I mean, that's kind of expected, all the nerves. Then that day, I was just watching again, just watching all my friends get drafted, congratulating them, just super excited for them, seeing all of the guys that I played with throughout the years go the places they went. And then luckily enough, around the 11th round, I got a call from Angelo Nasato from Saginaw Spirit, and he told me that they're going to draft me. And soon enough, my name got called on the TV, and my mom and dad were really excited for me. My sister too. We're all watching, and it was a lot of hugs, a lot of congratulatory texts from coaches, peers, teammates, family, a lot of that. So I'm just really excited. I'm looking forward to camp, and I'm looking forward to my next steps in my hockey career.
Yeah, and when you got that phone call and you found out you're actually going to be going to Saginaw, what was your thought process behind that going to the franchise?
Yeah, I mean, we've seen all the guys that have gone through there: Ryan Suzuki, Cole Perfetti, Cole Koskoy, Mason Millman, all those guys. A lot of great talent moved on to the next level. So just seeing how good Saginaw's organization is, I'm really excited. I'm looking forward to it. I think they're going through a little bit of a rebuild stage. They have a lot of older guys leaving. So I mean, there's opportunities, and I'm just looking to capitalize when I get there and prove myself.
Yeah, well, it's a big time for celebration. Obviously, you moving on to the next level. You spent many years in minor hockey. So, what experiences are you going to take from minor hockey and use it to adapt to the OHL?
Yeah, like obviously playing with a lot of different guys, a lot of different skill levels, a lot of different, like a couple different teams too. So just adapting to new systems, new power play, new penalty kill, new different breakouts, anything like that. It's obviously a little bit of a change, but definitely learning from the past. I can definitely transition quickly, and I'd say just learning with my teammates too. Everyone's different. Everyone has different tendencies, and obviously it's going to be different at the next level. But I'm definitely looking forward to that too.
Yeah, so Zane, as a right-handed shot defenseman, I understand that you like to model your game after Drew Doughty, a very talented player that's had success at pretty much every level of hockey. And as you move on, trying to make the OHL club right out of camp, you're going to be facing some stiff competition at the defense position. What do you think sets you apart and you're going to be able to use to try to crack that lineup day one?
I definitely say my hockey IQ, my skating. I pride myself on my skating and my hockey IQs also as well too. So I'm going to use that to my advantage and use my skating ability too, and my power play position as well to try and outdo the others and prove myself on why I'm the best version of myself.
Yeah, and as Liam just said, you said you modeled your game after Drew Doughty. What is it about Doughty's play style that really inspired you to shape your game around him?
He's a really good 200-foot defenseman. He's obviously really responsible in the defensive zone, really responsible in the offensive zone, plays that power play position, all those big minutes. He's really reliable. He's the guy you want to have last 2, 3 minutes on the ice. And that's just what I want to be when I succeed at the next level. I want to be that guy that's always reliable on, that could be called for about anything, power play, penalty kill, anything that has to do with that. So that's just one guy I really look up to and why I'd like to play after him.
Yeah, and joining the OHL, a lot of guys, they get the competition's a lot more stiffer. Guys get bigger, guys get tougher. The skill level is a big jump. So what are you going to do in from now until when you start playing? What are you going to do to improve yourself and get yourself ready for the OHL?
Yeah, definitely being in the gym a lot. All those guys are bigger, faster, stronger. You just got to adapt to that too. So I've been in the gym 4 to 5 times a week with a trainer, and just being on the ice too, getting myself prepared mentally and physically, and just going to camp and just prove myself and showing that all the hard work I put in this off season has really reflected itself when on the ice against the bigger, faster, stronger guys that I've never really played against, as well as older guys too. I mean, no 05s have really played against guys 2 to 3 years older than him as well. So that's going to be a big change, but I'm obviously looking forward to it, and I'm obviously prepared and ready to do that just with the offseason work I've been doing.
Yeah, and coming from the Mississauga Rebels in 1920, we saw you play with Ben Poitras, and you two both end up getting drafted to Saginaw. I'm sure that that was one of the first conversations you guys had on draft day. What's that going to be like, getting to play at the next level with a guy that you've already spent time with in minor hockey as a teammate?
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, I love Benny. We played together a lot for 2 years on the Rebels. He was the guy on the power play on the half wall. So I mean, I'm comfortable playing with him, and I love his play style. And I'm obviously looking forward to it and seeing what we might do at camp together.
Yeah, and I mean, that connection with your teammates is always important, but that doesn't start at the OHL level. I mean, you've been doing that for a couple of years. What role would you say you play in the locker room? I mean, are you the guy that gets the aux cord, gets to play the tunes? Do you keep to yourself? Do you fire the boys up with the speech? I mean, what kind of role do you play there?
Yeah, I mean, last year I was a bit of the aux guy. Some guys, my music gets a little old after a while, but it was a good switch up after. But I was definitely the aux guy. I love to be that guy, the glue guy who loves to be a locker room guy, crack some jokes here and there, but also be very serious too when it comes to game time. But yeah, I definitely like to say I'm a big locker room guy. It's obviously really important. Besides being on the ice too, you want to be a good teammate and good friend, and that's definitely something I pride myself on being too.
Yeah, well, if you're gonna take the aux cord in the dressing room, what music would you play to fire everyone up, to get everyone prepped for the game? Like, what genres, what artists, what are we talking about here?
A lot of rap. I'm a big rap guy, but I wouldn't mind some country here and there too, but mainly rap. Like Lil Baby, he's a big guy. Gunna, Travis Scott here and there. The list goes on. Honestly, my playlist is okay. It gets a little boring after a while, though. I need to switch it up a little bit. So
I mean, it's a really cool environment to watch the way that you guys gel there. And I mean, you move into the next level. This is Saginaw is not necessarily close to home. I mean, you're gonna have the opportunity to play over the border. You've been to Saginaw at all before this experience? I mean, I know that you've played in some tournaments, but you ever played that far away from home?
no, I haven't been that far away from home in Saginaw, but I mean, I played tournaments. I played a tournament overseas in Europe a couple years ago. I've also played obviously in Chicago, Notre Dame, Detroit a lot, Buffalo. So it's obviously going to be a big change, but I've played in that US stage, and it's exciting, and I'm definitely looking forward to the opportunity.
Yeah, and I mean, we talked about that tournament experience. You have played in tournaments during the spring and the summertime with the six hockey. What can you say about those experiences, getting the chance to play with some of the guys that you're moving on to the next level with during those off seasons? I mean, you get that opportunity to stay on the ice when it's not cold outside. How has that affected your game?
Yeah, definitely. It was awesome playing with a bunch of my York-Simcoe Express teammates. Played about like 4 or 5 of them in the summer. Just playing with old teammates too. It was fun. I was really excited to play. Just play those games when there wasn't really a lot of hockey going on in August of 2020 when made COVID. So it was fun, and I was really excited to play with all those guys. And Melvy was also like a great coach and manager, or whoever, whatever you may want to call her. So I think it was an awesome time, and it was really fun. And I definitely like be open to it if there was ever like a reunion kind of thing where all the guys got back together and played a tournament with all each other under the six hockey. That definitely be something I'm open to and excited for if that's the case.
And yeah, playing for the six hockey again, you got to play where there's a time where there wasn't a lot of hockey going on, and a lot of people haven't seen you play hockey. I know you said you were going to the gym, working out, working on your skating, this and that, but are there any other activities or hobbies that you do in your pastime to kind of keep you sharp, especially during this past year?
Besides on ice, obviously working out and playing hockey, I like to golf a lot. I go with my dad pretty often, probably once or twice a week. So I definitely say that's something I picked up on a lot more. Just maybe hanging out with some friends too. I mean, social time's obviously crucial and beneficial for people's mental health, and that's definitely something I like to do. Just hang out with a couple buddies. Not too crazy, obviously, COVID, but yeah, definitely just hang out with a couple friends in golf too, just to keep my social hours up and just practice my golf game. I'm getting a little better too. So
Yeah, well, golf is important. When you move on to the next level, I think you'll find that there are a lot of GMs and managers that do like to spend their time doing that. Is it just driving range, or are you going out and playing a full 18 holes?
no, I'm playing a full 18. Definitely. playing better. As obviously anything like that, you play more, you obviously get a better score. So I think we played yesterday. That was probably my eighth or ninth round of the year so far. So I definitely say I'm picking it up, and I'm just seeing what I can get my available time, and just getting better like anything.
What do you think is better, your shot from the point or your golf stroke?
Oh, definitely my shot from the point. I definitely my golf game needs tremendous work. Obviously, it's not nearly as strong as I'd like it to be, but not close to comparable to hockey, I don't think.
Yeah, a lot of transferable skills. I mean, like that was kind of the only reason I was able to even swing a golf club to begin with, was because I had that little bit of knowledge from hockey. But hockey and golf aside, you as a person, what would you say your best qualities are, especially going into a brand new team situation?
I definitely say I'm responsible. I'd also say I'm a leader too, and I just like to say I'm outgoing again. I like to be responsible on and off the ice too. Anything you can ask me for, anything you need me to do, I'm always reliable on. A leader on and off the ice again, just being someone there to pump up the guys, making a big play, big shot block, or a nice pass to an assist or something like that, a big chip off the wall, something that really makes an effect on the game, that shows my step, and everyone else just follows in that lead too. And being an outgoing guy, I'm not that shy. I'd like to introduce myself and get everyone to know me too. So that's definitely something I pride myself on. And those three character traits are definitely something that would reflect myself as a person.
Yeah, and I've got one more question for you. You're going to be traveling a lot being in the OHL. You're going to be darting around from place to place. And going back to your minor hockey career, I'm sure you have a lot of pregame rituals that you do. And you're going to be on the road in different stadiums, away, home. How are you going to be able to keep your pregame rituals? And if so, what are they?
I mean, hopefully there's not a lot of superstitions amongst the team, but my pregame rituals would be probably just like I like to put on my left gear first, so like left shin pad, right shin pad, left skate, right skate. Mainly that. I like to be the last guy on the ice. It doesn't matter when I get off the ice, but usually last guy on the ice or second last. I'd say about that. Maybe during warm-ups, I like to just kind of do a little bit of my own warm-up too, just to get myself prepared away from the team, and then also do the warm-up with the team too. Just I'd say that's about it, really. I'm not really a big superstition guy, but I do have some things I like to carry on from the past that have worked before.
Well, I know we both are looking forward to seeing what you can do with those teammates at the next level, seeing if any of those superstitions play out. Zane, we really appreciate you taking the time out to speak with us today, man.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. It was fun, and I really appreciated it.
It was a pleasure. For the Six Hockey, my name is Liam Crothers, and for Zach Finch, this has been the Six Hockey Player Interview Series, a sit down with recent Saginaw Spirit pick Zain Milne. And until next time, we'll see you then.